Hi, I'm James, welcome back to my YouTube channel Ddraig Gwyn. Now this is an update video on the egg cutting that we did, and just to remind us of what that cutting was for. That was for an ENCHI pastel male to a MOJAVE female. Now it's our first year for the ENCHI pastel male and we weren't sure what was going to happen. We got 10 eggs out of the female, unfortunately 2 of them were slugs, but the other 8 went full term, and we've cut them and we've now got some hatchlings. They did take 10 days to come out of the eggs after cutting them. And I think we maybe cut them a little bit early this time round. Now I say that because they looked a little bit hypo, and it turns out I think that the pigment hadn't quite developed in them, so they needed a little bit more time to develop. And during that 10-day period they became so bright orange. You may have seen some of the pictures on Instagram of them in the eggs, and that's settled down a little bit now, and they look more like the colours that we should expect. So without further ado, let's get over and look at some snakes. So let's see if I can pull the normals out to start with. Now I will apologise for the banging in the background, but we've got the neighbours have got some work being done in their garden. So two normals here. I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but the browns are very orange in this one. Very nice looking snakes. I haven't sexed these yet. I'll do that a little bit later on. We had 2 normals in the last clutch. We've got 2 normals in this. It seems to be a trend. So there's the first one. Let's put that one away. The second normal. Again, nice looking snake. Nice fat bellies. The yolk sacs were huge. So I'm not expecting these to feed anytime soon. Okay, next up, should we try and get get this one out? So if it wants to come out. Now these next 3, I'm not entirely sure. This one is definitely a pastel. You can see from that head stamp how well that comes up on the camera, but it's got quite a blushed out head. So I think that this one is possibly just a straight pastel. Really nice orange to it as well. Okay, so we've got this one as an ENCHI, possibly an ENCHI pastel, but I'm not completely sure. It has got some blushing to the head and some blushing in the flames. Again, a very nice orange and gold snake. We'll see once they shed out. Okay, now this one's definitely an ENCHI pastel, nice and clean. Again, orange and gold. Not as orange as we were seeing in the egg while it was sat there, but we'll see what happens. Got very thick eye bands, so that's one of the big telltale signs of ENCHI, as well as the banding down the sides. Okay, and now onto the MOJAVE combos that we hit. Now we've got 3 here, and I believe one of them is a MOJAVE pastel ENCHI, or ENCHI MOJAVE pastel, ENCHI pastabi, or pastel mochi, whatever you want to call them. So we'll leave that one to last, and we'll go for the 2 that we believe are ENCHI MOJAVEs or mochis. That's one of these. Oh, very flighty, trying to get away. So you can see very similar to a straight MOJAVE on the sides and the patterning, but that ENCHI really banding up the patterning there, and very light orange flames up the sides. A lot of flaming, a lot of bright flaming. And one of them, is it this one? No, I think it's the other one's got a very big orange stripe. Someone just wants to get away. So on to the next one. Let's have a look. There we go, this one here. This one I also believe is an ENCHI MOJAVE. What do you think? Again, lots and lots of orange. Look at that ringer there. It's not hephapied, but it does have a nice orange ring around the tail, and a few higher up as well. Very light coloured head, but not as blushed out as the next one we're going to show you. So this is what we were aiming for. It's an ENCHI PASTEL Mojave. There we go, right way around this time. And you can see that very blushed out head. Very similar side patterns. Now I know that pastel can be variable, so maybe the other two are pastel as well. I don't know. What's your opinions? So there we have them all together again in this egg box. Bit of damp newspaper, or not newspaper, paper towel in the bottom. This will be going back in the incubator until they shed out, and then they can go into the hatchling rack after that. Now we hit 2 normals, a definite ENCHI pastel or possible ENCHI pastel, a single pastel, 2 mochis, and a pastel mochi or ENCHI pastavi, whichever way you want to look at it. So wow, fantastic hatchlings there. 8 really chunky, healthy looking hatchlings, so really happy with that. 2 more normals, this time 1 a male and 1 a female, so that's 3 males and a female we've had this season so far. That's not bad out of 16 snakes, so I can live with that. And they say that every collection needs a female normal, so maybe I'll keep the female back. I'll be definitely keeping the the pastel mochi, or the ENCHI pastavi, or the ENCHI pastel Mojave, whatever you want to call it. Now I'll be keeping that male back. There are the 2 male, were they male? I can't remember. 2 ENCHI Mojaves, 2 ENCHI pastels. One of the pastels looking a lot cleaner than the other one, so maybe I might hold that one back, see what happens. A straight pastel as well. So some great looking snakes. If you think I've got the IDs wrong, leave a comment, tell me I'm wrong, tell me what they are, and if you love the video, you know, leave a comment, tell me you did, and I'll keep doing them. Hopefully we'll have some more eggs on the ground soon. I was expecting to have 2 more clutches in the incubator already, ready to hatch later next month, but the 2 females that were supposed to go haven't gone. They had the ovulation shed, and then 27 days later no eggs, but they've both recently shed and they're both now showing signs of laying. So maybe they're having 2 pre-lay sheds, or maybe I got the sheds wrong. Who knows? You live and you learn. You know, it's a learning process. This we're all learning every day. So hopefully soon we'll have some more eggs for you. But until then, if you did enjoy the video, make sure that you like, share and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next video.